Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of FB3. We hope you've been enjoying the videos as much as a lot of our friends and family have. And we want to welcome those that have already seen the show, we welcome you back. And for those that are new, welcome, right?
Yeah.
So what do we have for our first hot topic of the evening?
Okay, did you know there's a study done that taller people tend to have more sex?
What? Wow.
I don't.
I have a pretty healthy sex life and I'm only 5'1", so, you know, I don't think height has anything to do with it.
Look at her talking about her sex life.
Well, I'm just saying.
She's like, actually, I get it all the time, so
speaking of
height has nothing to do
I'm
with
an open
it.
book, no pun intended. No pun intended.
She's an open book.
Oh, my book, you mean like?
She can be so gross sometimes.
Continue with your story.
All right, so I've got something good, and this is a perfect segue into what I want to talk about because we're talking about sex and all this stuff. Basically, the iPhone 4, which came out not too long ago, already over 3 million people have bought these phones, yo. They've got an app on there, it's called FaceTime. And basically you can video conference people now, so you can call each other.
It's like Skype, right?
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Like if you both have an iPhone 4, you can call each other. It has a camera on there, so you can actually see each other.
A lot of deaf people, actually, a lot of deaf people are using them now because they can sign language.
Have you seen the commercial?
That's so smart.
Have you guys seen the commercial?
I love the girl with the short hair. I remember that one.
Yeah, there's a part in it. It's like really moving too. This soldier, he's like in Iraq, whatever, and his wife just had a baby, and she's like showing him the baby, and they're video conferencing with each other. It's really moving.
Okay, get into it.
All right, so
we need
the goods is the porn industry is really interested in this whole process, right? And of course, they're always jumping on anything they can when it comes to technology, and they're usually the ones that are sort of like the front runners and everything. So now, how do you guys feel about this? First of all, iPhone is pretty much against porn. They don't have any kind of porn at all right now at this point. However, they don't have any control over how the phones are used and who does video conferencing. So now what they're doing is, you know how you can like find your favorite porn star or whatever and actually be able to chat video conference.
How I can find my
But you do?
I'm sorry, I don't really do that.
Well, just so you know, Allie, in case you
This girl talking about Playgirl and all that stuff. She's a little freak.
I've never done it before, but it is out there.
She's never done it.
What do you think about that? What they want to do is they're kind of making fun and calling it iPorn, the iPorn app on iPhone.
Wait, so it's like porn on the go?
It's porn on the go, girl.
like
they
it.
could basically, a guy or a girl has access to pornography. The only drawback to that is you just, you know, pretty much one of the porn stars, I was reading the article, she was saying ideally what they want to see is not just your body, but they like to see your face. But if you're having to hold the phone, so you can only do like certain parts at a time. It's not like a wide angle
I
lens
personally
on
like the idea because they're gonna get their porn either way. Like, is it on the internet or their computer or on their phone? And now it's closer. And it's,
do you know how dangerous that is?
Yeah.
Could you imagine this porn on the go and say like your friend who's a porn star or whatever wants to conference with you and like you're in the car. People already text, people already on the phone. They're gonna they could get in a car accident.
I know, it's true.
They could jerk one off and the next one park or during lunch. That's a horrible
they could get into car accidents by texting.
Well, that's true, but now it's just more.
What about the texting thing? At least
I don't think people are gonna look at porn in their car.
Okay, at least
if you're doing that, you have issues.
Excuse me. At least people with texting, they have the whole they can still text without looking sort of thing. Porn, you need to look to get off, and I feel as though this is a dangerous idea.
Solo masturbation is completely a normal thing that
part of life, Allie. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you were just talking about, this is like still on the subject. Speaking of like people doing stuff in the car, you're like, no one's going to look at porn in the car. Dude, I was in El Paso, Texas one time and this guy
and you were looking at porn in the car?
No, this guy was at a red light and he was jacking off in the car.
Was he a trucker?
Full blown going to town. No, he was just in a little car, like a little Corolla. So you could totally see. It was crazy.
Some people have medical issues like that though. I was watching Discovery Health, like freak thing, and this woman had to constantly please herself all the time. I'm getting uncomfortable.
Oh, did you see the show? That the girls, like they got like 100 orgasms a day. Anyways, on a lighter note, let's change the subject. There's this thing in Scotland now, and it's called Up Your Pole, which is still sexual.
I love the name. Yeah.
You would.
And it's Scottish pole dancing classes, and they have it for all ages. It was like for adults and all this stuff, but now they're opening it up to 9 to 16-year-olds. Yeah. So they're having classes for littler kids, which I think is completely inappropriate. That is so wrong in so many ways.
But I read a little something about this thing because it caught my attention on MSN, and I'm like, the thing is, they're trying to say it's going to help build like flexibility and strength. It's almost like a gymnastics class.
It's a pedophile
Then put your
dream.
kid in gymnastics.
It is a pedophile's
gymnastics class. Let's go for gymnastics, because there's tons of classes out there that you can just sign your kid up and
they could tumble around without still pulls and raunchy music. There's music.
Okay, let's put it this way. What if they called it something different? Instead
Up your pole?
Well, no, I'm saying the class.
Up your pole.
Well, I'm...
Hey, guys, let's go to Up Your Pole for classes.
I'll up your pole.
The thing is, calling it
I'm
pole
up your
fitness.
pole. Let's go.
Okay. Let's take this into consideration though. Let's say it was. I know Up Your Pole
It's
is
still
one of the
sexual
places.
connotation with the pole.
Wait,
it doesn't matter.
Who invented
That
this?
is
Did a man or a woman? I want to know.
Three women.
question.
3 women, and on the website actually they have a picture of these 3 women, and they all have white masks on for some odd reason
Because they don't want to get arrested.
Yeah. Oh my! I didn't even think of that.
They don't want to get arrested because they know this is sexual.
Clothes, and they're like, oh, this is not sexual. Like, oh, check us out.
They're serving 6-year-olds on a platter to old men who have the pedophile sunglasses and the pedophile beards. Have you looked at that on YouTube?
It's wrong.
What? Look up pedophile. I think it's pedophile beards. It is really horrible.
Pedophile beards?
Okay, I'm going off
It's
the
like
point.
Chester the Molester mustache.
Chester the Molester,
Yeah,
yes.
totally.
But no, that's how I think that is completely, absolutely horrible.
Parents, if you do that to your kids,
you're asking
you're
for
wrong.
issues.
You're wrong.
Okay, then maybe you should reconsider the website and also possibly the name, because the name alone is already a little risque,
Up
right?
your pole.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're not dumb.
wrong.
Up your pole obviously is sexual.
Have you guys, you know what? Speaking of poles, have you guys ever been to a strip club?
No.
Yes.
You've never been.
I've never
You
been.
have been.
Yes.
What did you think about it?
Aren't they scary?
What was your whole thing?
Like,
Like, was it
don't
a
people
good
rob you?
experience or bad? That's what people rob you.
That's
No,
what
people rob you.
No, that's what I heard.
It was fine, and then one of them tried to touch you. Actually, I ran into a girl who was in my honors English class, and it was really uncomfortable.
She was dancing.
She was like, oh my god, hello! And like, she was naked, and she tried to give me a hug, which I didn't understand. It was kind of inappropriate.
Oh, that's not right.
Is that
And
something
then
you'd ever even considered
Going to
doing,
a strip club? They're really not that
a
bad.
pole dancing class?
No,
No,
I'm
strip
saying,
club.
like an actual
I
strip
would.
club.
Okay, well, supposedly these I will say that for older adults, not kids, 9 to 16, but for older adults, I actually hear that it's really like good for
It
you.
is.
Like,
It's great.
It's a great exercise. And well, like a lot of people, like Kim Kardashian, like the whole Kardashian family,
Of
like
course, of
has
course.
it, and she's got a great butt. So
It's fake.
There's a class that's
Did you hear
called,
about that?
What? Her butt is fake?
Well,
Kardashian's butt is fake.
No, it's not.
I'm not throwing that as
big
fact out there,
implants.
but there are big rumors. There are a lot of rumors, and they've actually shown pictures before and after. And do you not notice when she loses weight, her butt stays exactly the same? That's the first thing to go on me. I want curves.
Usually.
That's the first thing to go, the boobs and the butt.
So you would take a pole dancing class?
If I were not 9, which I'm...
Which
right.
you're not, so you should.
Shut up.
Yeah. I think for adults, I understand. Even for kids, depending on the setting, I understand why some parents would want to encourage their kids.
I don't.
I don't understand
it,
why
you're
some
wrong.
parents want to encourage
You're
their kids.
very, very
Are
wrong.
you going to put your 9-year-old in a pole vaulting, or not
Yes.
a pole dancing
Yeah,
class?
because she's into porn and
No,
she's
strip clubs,
other things.
playgirl.
Great. I'm just kidding. She's cool.
Thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate all the support. Be sure to tune in every Friday for more FB3.
We actually have something special coming up on Monday, August 2nd. It's our 50th episode celebration, so we'd love for all of you to join us.
To find out more information, go to the FB News TV fan page and click the events tab to find out when and where.
Absolutely. You'll get to meet us as well as the rest of the cast from FB News TV. So we hope to see you guys on Monday night. Thanks.
Have a good night.